Welcome back, everybody, to my channel. My name is Fem, and we're gonna get back into some noble. This will be pretty fun. I don't know if we have anyone for any of these people because we don't have any babies. Yep. So with this one, we were following, I believe, Morgan on this. Yeah, I think this one we were following Morgan. Morgan, right? Yeah, I think so, because I don't have anyone who's further along than Morgan, and she, I believe, was near the beginning. Well, yeah, she was up here. She was one of the ones up here, so yes. So it was Morgan. Okay, let us continue on. I'm not going to deal with bananas. I don't have a bastard child for that, and I don't think we need any goods. And as for the, I mean, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to have a castle built, but who's building it? Oh, right. I forgot Picasso is building it. I don't want to take too many people off. That's the reason why I don't really put anyone on it who's like really good, is because I just don't want to take people off of it, because then what if I need them later on? And it's one of those things. I don't think you guys are going to have any kids anymore, so I'm going to send you to do that. And let's continue. Let me speed it up again and go for a whole year before we go to stop. Okay. So we could get a title, I believe Countess is what we're going to get with this one. Yes, Countess of Gloomholm. So right now he's got charisma. His charisma is about 5. So if we have somebody with higher charisma, this would be perfect. And again, I wish you guys would have kids soon. That would be nice. And I know I see some kids possibly being ready over there. Oh, the castle's also ready too. Go figure. I'm going to give it to you because I don't think Morgana would have been a good choice. Do we have anybody? Oh, there's another one. So, Baron title. So, you need, because this is coming from Morgana, and it looks like it's going to go to Morgana. Kong. What does she need? Wit? Her wit is so much higher than Morgana's. I don't know if we have anybody with that high of wit. But sometimes even when they have like the highest stat, they don't get it. So I'm not sure about that. Let's see. Anybody who might potentially put a pin in it, maybe? Just something that might help. Let's go Merlin for now, just because maybe it'll do something. I'm not sure. So he is a potential for Benna the Second. I mean, she's got pretty decent stats. I mean, she wouldn't be a bad option. Yeah, I'll do it. Alright, so let's see how this baby over here went. Melige, after calmly instructing the panicking nurses and keeping their wits sharper than the midwife's scissors, Ludosia V delivered a robust boy, while Esmond II beamed with pride and promptly dropped their goblet onto their own boots. Oh no, and she's sick. Who can help? Let's send Johunger, because he's actually pretty decent. How did the castle go? Melige, after a suspiciously shoddy stone wall, collapsed right onto a stash of ancient coins. The ever-vigilant Esmond triumphantly declared the expansion a gold mine. Naturally, House Sapwood would be accepting all future accidents in cash. With scaffolding still clinging to the grandest tower, like an anxious barnacle, Picasso Sapwood paraded through the not quite finished halls, loudly declaring House Sapwood's impending greatness to every curious onlooker, ignoring the gaping absence of roofs and doors. Naturally. House Sapwood has become more well known among the other houses, and she's going to continue probably doing stuff unless I get her to do something else, which, to tell you the truth, if I get her to marry someone, it'll get her away from building the castle any further. So, there's that as an option. Ooh, I'm gonna do that. Why? Just because I want to get her away from doing the castle. Just because. Hey, if you can do it, do it. That's how I feel. If you can honestly do it, do it. I'll send you to go do that. And I believe that's all we got going on. Let us continue on to another year. Ooh, babies, yay. I wonder who's making the baby this time. Is it? Yay! They are making babies over here. Woohoo! I'm so excited. Astrid, can you help them, please, my darling? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Who can help you? Oof. I have too many things over here. Let's see who can help you. Let me just find out first. Baron by decree and purse by accident. As the master of ceremonies droned through legalities, Merlin conveniently discovered a signed scroll under Morgana III's chair, making the claim to the barony rather unassailable. The gathered nobles gawked as a courtier, tripping on their own velvet, accidentally kicked a forgotten pouch of coins straight into Merlin's lap. Thus, title and treasure landed together, both by official word and most fortuitous mishap. And that was me throwing in whoever I could. Aw, and again with her. Dang it. I was hoping she might be a good one. So I'm going to send Zoe to go do that. No, I'm not going to do the goods. Okay, so how did this go? In a dazzling display of diplomacy at the courtship in House Celester, Petfist IV serenaded Bennett II with a charming tale of dragon saving, prompting an engagement. To cap it off, they even brokered peace between quarreling courtiers over who should refill the mead. Who should refill the mead? Probably a servant. I would think. It sounds logical, I think. Oh, he's cute. Norgarius II is a cutie. I send Merlin in here too, but he's a cutie. As the grand hall filled with the scent of wilted roses, Iogard the Fourth paraded their well-dusted lineage for all to see, promptly scooping up Petka II's vacant count title before Glacier III could even adjust their uncomfortable ceremonial stockings. Oh well. With remarkable flair, Michael II Eisenwood speared the beast just as Imani distracted it by tossing their own cloak into the mud, saving a trembling huntsman from certain goring. Fabulous. Ever the magnanimous soul, Michael II then beckoned House Sapwood to a grand celebratory table, a grand feast for our grand hero. I don't know if I'm actually going to send her there, but sure. If she can get pregnant, I would be happier. Okay, so what do we got going on here? So we got wit is her thing, not very high. Morgana needs charisma. She has better charisma, but if we have someone else who has good charisma, that would help too. Glacia looks like she might be a good choice. Gretinus the Third might be a good option too. And Denia might be a good option as well. So, I actually kind of want to give it to Galatia the Third, if I could possibly do that. I don't think we have any eligible maidens, so we will keep going. And stop. So many goodies. Let's see how this went. My liege, as the courtship at the House Feminwood court drew to a close, Ning astutely fended off suitors with their charge battered eyelashes. This valiant defense somehow left House Feminwood feeling ever so slightly more fond of House Sapwood. I would hope they'd be fond. A dance of incompatibility and disdain. Ooh, not good. As the courtship reached its crescendo, Picasa, with all the finesse of a well-meaning hurricane, decided to woo Eustatus III by reciting an epic poem of their own composition, only to be met with the same enthusiasm one might reserve for stale bread. Oof. Unfortunately, the poem also unveiled trade secrets of House Feminwood. Ooh. Causing their trading power to plummet faster than a lead-filled pigeon. Ooh. Ouch. And she goes back to building this stupid castle. Dang it. See, I knew. I was trying to get her distracted. Really was. It didn't work. My bad. The coin purse compensation compromise. After a lengthy debate involving 3 huffy uncles, 2 ancient scrolls, and a suspiciously heavy purse, Morgana IV quietly slipped into Morgana III's empty seat. As the master of ceremonies waved a crumpled list, a pouch of coins for smooth succession found its way into Morgana IV's hands. Gola from House Astor attempted to object, but tripped over their own words and a stray candlestick. Fabulous, we got to keep it. Yay. After a week haggling with a flock of merchants who claimed their goats were nobler than Petfist III, he returned with a single suspiciously aromatic sack of onions and just enough coin to buy a round of meat on discount. Poor Petfist. After 3 days of napping in every hayloft along the route, Glacier II Managed to only get a few. Oh, fabulous. Let's see how this went. Milesian union sealed with far too many toes. Petvis the fourth and Bennett the second wed beneath banners of House Sapwood, only to discover that House Celester packed their chests with enough jewels to weigh down 3 donkeys for the journey home. Aw, they're cute. He has a large nose. Who did he get that from? His mom. Yeah, he got it from his mom. His mom has, I'm not going to say it's like huge, it's just a big nose. Not a bad size, but it's bigger. Yes, I know. I just said you have a big nose. You're okay. As the shrieks of Bruno II echoed through the house Sapwood, a state of robust, legitimate girl arrived while nurses endured a barrage of insults about their cold hands and incompetent towels. Meanwhile, Adam preened nearby as self-proclaimed proud parent. Right here is Adam, because this is the newest one. I'm going to change the name. Alright, let's see. What name do I want? What name do I have? We have a lot of names. There are so many names. You guys keep giving me so many names that I so appreciate it, because honestly, I needed the help. Oh, and someone did tell me, I'm going to use that one, Eve. So if Adam was to have a daughter, we should name it Eve. There we go. Named it Eve. So now we have Eve, Adam, and Eve. Although in the real context, it would be his wife. But anyways, in a dazzling display of wisdom, Nagalmus II convinced Russell's gang to take on the coach's entire cargo of precious silk. Okay, that's not too bad. As the feast plates piled high, Lulacia the fourth inspected, or not the fourth, six, inspected every goblet for spots, so she's meticulous. As Godaward the second returned from their visit to the house Isahenwood estate, the gossipy whispers grew louder and louder. I don't know why. Amidst the uproar and merriment of the feast at House Isahenwood, our dear lupine swiftly excused themselves, fleeing from the raucous crowd, as if the very walls were about to collapse. How delightful to witness Michael II's rationality in escaping such a mind-numbing spectacle. Okay. After calmly instructing the panicking nurses and keeping their wits sharper than the midwife's scissors, Maviva II delivered a robust boy, while Edmund II beamed with pride and promptly dropped their goblet onto their own boots. Everybody's dropping their goblets. But I'm so happy you guys finally had a kid. Yay, it means this line keeps going. And I believe it's Edmund's line. Yeah, Edmund was the son, so I'm glad that he's still doing that. I love how, like, you get close and they have to look at you. Ah, it's too funny. Oh, she's a cutie. Gola the second is adorable. As Norland II graced the feasted house of Gemmasaps estate with her presence, her cautious demeanor and impeccable manners impressed the notoriously picky Jonathus II. Why are you crying? As Merlin entered the grand hall of the house Gemmasap estate, their eyes fell upon the sumptuous feast laid out before them. With a heart full of compassion, they quietly slipped away to the kitchens and spent the evening serving food to the starving villagers instead. Oh, go Merlin! That is adorable. I actually like her. Who do we want? Nogarius or Norland? I think she would be perfect for Nogarius. Yes. Alright, now, we do have 2 females, and the rest are all men. I do have a female as well, so... Okay, what is his for that? Okay, so I'm going to have her go for, this, and him go for that. Because these are the only ones I have available to go in there. But I wanted to do that. So I know, yes, I could do hers, but I don't know who I would even send. Because everybody, I kind of want to keep... Well, I guess I could send a Streen for a minute, because she would be good. I'll give it up. Because it is getting pretty big. It is definitely getting pretty large. I will admit that much. So, let us see. Babies. I love that. I'm so happy for that. Oh, so happy. I'm going to have you help them. Why are you in a duel? How did yours go? As Amlis II coughed up their last breath. No, we liked Amlis. No. Oh, it sucks so much. I'll deal with you in a second. How did your courtship go there, gentlemen? After parading a collection of embarrassingly overwrought poems and an ill-timed falcon, Nogarius II somehow wooed Gola II. Excuse me. Winning both their engagement and a cartload of fine wine generously donated by House Salister to sweeten the deal. Fabulous. I'm gonna have Morgana the 5th go. Might as well. So, do we have anybody who could help with this? Yes, we do. Imani, you are gonna go do that for me. Thank you. Do we have anyone? I don't believe so. I believe no one's of age for that, but we do have people who could do this. So, as soon as how Imani is busy, I'm gonna send her husband to go do that. Yay. See, now she's too old. She definitely just changed. And then just... Wow. So, she changed and then died. Okay. That was definitely not what I was anticipating to have happen. That sucks. Sorry. In a spectacular display of unluckiness, Bernard II managed to trip on a root, miss Firebolt, and still humiliate Juicy, who now wears shame like an ill-fitting tunic. Even the local crow looked embarrassed on Juicy's behalf. Okay, intriguing. A liege as the halls of the House Sapwood estate echoed with the screams of childbirth. Maviva finally expelled the squalling bundle of joy. A healthy, legitimate boy. So we get to rename this one. So let's find a name for this one. We have plenty of names. Let's see. I've got so many names in here, guys. Let's do this one. Come on. Let's go Marcel. Haven't used that name yet. And babies? In a chaotic world of noble rivalries and power plays, Emlys III defied expectations and peacefully brought a healthy girl into the world. Unfortunately, it's Emlys's daughter, so it's getting her name, which means it's Emlys. Okay, so babies over here now. Yay. Yay. Oh, you guys are still having babies? I ain't gonna fight that. Ain't gonna fight that. Ain't gonna deny that. Okay, so this one. Let's have Zoe do that one. And who can we have do this one? Maviva would be perfect for help with that one. Okay, good. We got those resolved. Now, let's see how this one went first. After a priest with an unfortunate lisp finally pronounced Nogarius II and Gola II wed, a mysterious trunk stuffed with silver coins was conveniently left behind. Okay. Yay, they look so good together. I think they're perfect. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy. Okay, let's see how this went. Carpet bribes and accidental engagements. As the clock struck the final chime, Imani II was found gifting a crate of the estate's finest pickled turnips to the kitchen staff, citing unappreciated heroes deserve hearty bribes. In the confusion, those very turnips were whisked away by hungry guests. Thanks to a mysterious set of rules, Imani II lived arm in arm with Amitas II, betrothed before ever finishing their dessert. He's 35, so he's not that bad. After a whirlwind of mistaken identities and far too much spiced meat at the masquerade ball, Norland II somehow found themselves betrothed to Rosawis II and managed to win a decent pouch of jewels in a very questionable dance contest. Ooh. Is it a magic rice contest? I couldn't resist. So 29, she's... Oh. Her sibling is a cutie, too. She's probably going to be a cutie, too. I just imagine she's going to be cute. You go to that wedding, and Pollux, you go to that wedding, and... Alright, so we do have... Oh. Funny enough, the one who's getting married over here, that's her sister. That's pretty convenient, I must say. I don't think I have any others. No, I do not. So... He actually has really good stats. I like that his fortitude is very much, like, a lot. Yeah, we'll go with that. And then I'll have your mother help you with that. I would like to marry Maywis into the family, but I don't have anyone right now. I might have someone coming soon. No, he's getting married. Maybe not. No, I guess I don't. Not really. Oh, well, What is this one for? A count title. So far, it's going to go to Petka, which I don't believe is in our household. So charisma. Do we have anybody with better charisma than that? I believe we probably do somewhere, unless they might be busy. But ooh, Lulasia. Let's put you in there. All right, let's keep going. Another year. We got to go for another year. We love. See, I knew she'd be of age soon. Ooh, Janathus is handsome. Is he married? Aw. Oh, but his wife died. He's 48, but he's handsome. I'm gonna say it, he's handsome. I could send one of our girls. I'm gonna send Morgana. Just because I find him handsome. Maybe it's just my taste. But he is. In a spectacular display of skillful incompetence, Grevinus III and Primrose is a cool name, pursued an insidiously clever boar through thickets only for it to vanish like a ghost. No feast. Alright, how did this baby go? My liege, amidst the laborious groans and the anxious pacing of Petfus IV, Bennett II quietly delivered a healthy, legitimate boy. Yay! Good job. My liege, after a stunning display of 4 smiles and cold clammy hands, Norlin II and Rosewist II were reluctantly bound in wedlock. And an ever-thrifty aunt sent gifts. My liege, despite fierce competition, including a suspiciously radiant maiden from afar, Galatea III charmed Henlot with a heartfelt poem about lost chickens, prompting immediate engagement. Once again, anytime you mention barn animals, boom, works. Oh no. Courtiers were left agape as Galatea III kindly shared sweetmeats with rival maidens. Good job. I'm going to send Guinevere to go. And how did this baby making? Because you guys have not stopped making babies. With an ungodly amount of groaning and screaming, Picasso II had a difficult but successful delivery, giving birth to a healthy, legitimate boy. You guys have had so many kids. That is your 6th freaking child. Oh my gosh. It's so funny that they're still having kids. I'm gonna go with Joseph. I don't think we've done Joseph yet. But that's just kind of funny that you just keep doing that. How did this go? As mourners wept and a bumbling attendant tripped over their own robe, Johangar II discreetly accepted a crate of turnips. Okay. Not much happened there. After the priest finished the world's longest sermon, Imani II and Amitus II exchanged vows, so sweet even the party crasher shed a tear. They look so cute together. Look at how cute they are. Oh my gosh. They're cute. During the wedding, okay, so you got some give. Okay. He didn't look happy. I wish I could have gotten that one. My bad. My liege, with barely a cough from the master of ceremonies, Petka III waltzed up and snatched Iogad, the 4th title, with Lulasia, while Lulasia V stood by, looking about as welcome as a boil at a wedding feast. Gross. She's cute. And then she goes straight into baby making. Fine by me, sweet cheeks. Keep making babies. I don't have anybody. Yeah, I don't. Unless it's a male. I don't know if it would work if I sent Picasso to marry someone like that. I'm going to try and see if it does anything. We'll see. I don't generally think it does, but it's worth a shot. And pause. I have to pause after it does the save, because the save pauses everything and then it brings it back. How did this go? The serendipitous rumble in the house Sapwood's garden. My liege, as Edmund lay in bed weak and feeble, a series of fortunate events unfolded in the house Sapwood's garden. It began when a flock of rare healing birds descended upon the estate, singing their soothing melodies. Startled by their enchanting tunes, the birds accidentally knocked over a barrel of magical potion, which seeped into the ground and miraculously cured Esmond's illness. Talk about serendipity. I don't know why I said it like that. How did this go? As the final stone was laid on the new house Sapwood castle, Estreen Sapwood managed to approve a grand staircase that leads directly into a wall. Truly, Estreen supervises with all the care of a sleepwalking goat. The perfumed stones of Pagasa the Foul. Ugh. My liege, after months of toil, the new stronghold gleamed in the sun until the first breeze wafted through the halls and unleashed an unholy stench. Apparently, Picasso Sapwood mistook the builder's lime for imported perfume and ordered the stones to be generously anointed. Now House Sapwood has a castle that is as fragrant as Picasso's reputation is ruined. Wow. Somebody died. Probably Picasso. I was right. Picasso died. Wow. After an impressively noisy ordeal involving enough screaming to wake the dead, Lulasia V brought forth a robust, legitimate girl, leaving Esmond II limp with pride and exhaustion. Good job. We have a new... Actually, yeah, we do have a new girl. Okay. So a baby girl. What shall I name her? So many names to choose from. Let's see. I don't think I've done Noelle yet, so I'm going to do Noelle. I like that name. Okay, so good baby making over here. You can help them with that. I would send Pagasa, but she's busy doing that, so we will do this first. At the wedding of Galatea III and Henlot, Guinevere managed to spill wine on 3 nobles' robes and announce an opinion about House Isa Henwood's cuisine loud enough for the priest to drop their scripts. Well, she must have said something crazy. Okay, so purse dropped, no vows forgotten, which means they sealed their union with broad grins. Henlot and Galatea III are married, yay. That makes me happy. Okay, so yeah. So we still have Morgana's line, so we're not going to lose that between these two, but we do have to choose between who we want. Do we want this line, which is Luning's, which is a rather small line, or do we want this line, which is Pagasa? Pagasa seems to have... There's 2 titles here in Pagasa's line, and none over here in this one. Honestly, I think I'm going to go Pagasa because Luningning doesn't have a whole lot, and I'm sorry if you guys were excited for this one. I did kind of want to see if there was going to be a Lupine the Third, but sorry. It's just not how the cookie crumbles. Nigelmas, you go to that. All right. So we do have farm dues. I'm going to send Galatea. Don't look like that, Galatea. Calm down. Calm. So this, I'm going to send Grevinus to do that, and this one is for a count title. Sangarius wit. Not very high wit. Do we have anyone with higher wit than him? I believe we do. Morgana. Perfect. I don't mind if you take it. It'd be fabulous to take it. Okay, so there's a duel here. I'm going to send Yohongo. He seems to be pretty good at that. I don't have a female for you, my dear. For anyone. Let us keep going. Nothing happened. And stop. Oh no, no. Denia died. No. I mean, at least her line is continued, so I'm going to send Marcel to go deal with that, or to go to that funeral. How did this funeral go? My liege, as the incense choked the air at the funeral in the Gelmus, the second kindly surrendered their seat to a weeping courtier. Okay. In a dazzling display of questionable marksmanship, Imani managed to graze their own cheek with crossbow bolt, while Falcor II tripped over a particularly stubborn sheep, leaving both a scar and Falcor II's dignity behind. Well, that went swimmingly, I say. While Thomas and a rabble of bandits demanded the valuables, Conan slyly convinced them the true treasure was hidden inside a decoy chicken. Farm animals, we love those. Pocketing the actual pouch of jewels while everyone argued over poultry. Now everyone seems to know House Sapwood's name. Aw, she didn't actually help with that. I'm sorry, I thought I could possibly get her to... Oof, she's actually really good at that, but let's see. With barely a cough from the master of ceremonies, Sangares III waltzed up and snatched Pekka III's count title. Rude! I am sorry, sweetie. Dang it. How did this pregnancy go? The heir arrival. I don't know if it's necessary, but sure. As the moon hung high in the night sky, the halls of House Sapwood were filled with a symphony of labor screams. Rosalys II proved once again that they are socially inept as they made their way through the delicate process of childbirth. With a few accidental slabs, countless apologies, and a momentary misstep into a disgusting chamber pot, Rosa West II emerged triumphant, holding a baby girl in their arms. The heir has arrived, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so yes, you would definitely be very helpful in that, and Pagasa, you would help in that, because I don't want to give these two girls. I don't. I really, really don't. I don't really like your stats and you're too old. Personally. I kind of want to put you girls in here, just because I want to. At least one of you. I think Joffrey the Third would be perfect for Morgana. I'm going to have her father go, and then for this, I'm going to send Pagasa for this, and then... Are you kidding me? There's only one female? Jeez. Well, that's fabulous. I mean, I could put Grevinus in here. I don't know if he'll get anything, because there's mainly men. 2 girls. Go figure. Go figure, there's 2 girls. And stop. More babies. I love the babies. In a display of truly questionable tactics, Grevinus III managed to snare the monstrous boar after being catapulted face first into a thicket by a startled horse, earning a scar, and from Herfader III, an invitation to dine on the beast. I mean, at least you got an invitation. Excuse me. The House Sapwood estate was shrouded in an impressive hush as Galatea III birthed a legitimate boy, refusing even a hint of joy. Oof. Why no joy then, my dear? Why no joy? You need joy in your life, sweetheart. With an entourage larger than a wedding procession, Galatea sweet-talked every peasant from here to the riverbank. She actually got a lot, and she's now promiscuous. Fabulous. Hopefully she's at the age where she can't have any more kids. Otherwise, this will be difficult. In a masterclass of misplaced affection and an inebriated romance, Morgana V found themselves rejected. Rude. By Joffrey III, yet mysteriously managed to depart with more than a broken heart and illegitimate pregnancy. Scandalous! In the midst of the Algan courtship festivities at House Allister, Norgarius astounded the court with their boundless energy. See, now, if Norgarius hadn't been, doing this, I bet his charge would not have gotten pregnant. Right? I think so. I think his charge would have been fine, would have been safe, would have not gotten pregnant. Yeah, let's do that. You need something. How did this go? As the halls of the House Sapwood estate echoed with the screams of childbirth, Gola II heroically brought forth a healthy, legitimate baby girl. Yay, Gola, and perfect time. See what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Sometimes just having help with others, boom, they get pregnant too, and it's just like, bam, pregnancies. Just happen all the time. Galatea, I'm gonna have you help with that. I think Conan would actually be very perfect for Benna II. Yes, I'm gonna have you go for that. Petfest, I'm gonna have you do that. Arthur, I'm gonna have you go. I don't know if you're gonna do anything, but maybe you'll find a bride or something. And a rare display of tranquility, Massa sat serenely at the funeral, paying respects with a calm demeanor while avoiding the priest's sermon like it was an overcooked stew. Meanwhile, the rest of House Sapwood were far less restrained in their grieving. And of course, the title is going to go down the line. So, Edmund... Charisma. Her charisma is not that good. Edmund's is better than hers. And let's see, do we have anybody with even higher charisma? His wife. Aviva would be perfect. So I'm going to give it to Miviva. He's 63. I'm not going to have him get married again. That is our... We're going to lose this guy. Yep, there it goes. I was like, it's going to be lost. Which means... Yeah. So nothing happened at the hunt. Darn. How did this go? Malige with a grin so smug it could curdle milk. Miviva II seized the late Denia III's seat mid-ceremony, loudly announcing their claim as if daring anyone to object. Good job. I knew she'd be good. My liege, at the hush-hush masquerade ball, Picasso III hounded Henlomius II with such relentless tenacity that by dawn a very enthusiastic engagement was inked. Meanwhile, Dygid II tragically expired after tripping over a loose mask string. So much for romance. I think there was only 2 females, and Dygid was the only other female. Wow. Ooh, we get a baron. He's 38, so it's not bad, not bad, not bad. We don't get to see. I guess he didn't get one. Okay. It didn't work out for him. I'm sorry. Amidst the flutter of House Winchester's courtship invitational carriers, Sapwood valiantly defended House Sapwood's young maiden from the advances of Gunolphus II. With each graceful parry, Nogarius earned the trust of House Winchester, with dramatically improved the trust of House Winchester towards House Sapwood. Amidst a whirlwind of giggles and fluttering eyelashes at the courtship, Morgana V dazzled Gunolphus II with tales of House Sapwood's irresistible charm and economic prospects. Smitten, Gunolphus II agreed to betrothal, thus boosting House Winchester's trading clout. And there's the baby. We all knew it was going to come. But the thing is the baby is from Geoffrey, who rejected her. Funny enough. He rejected her. He didn't want to marry her, but he was fine with getting down with her. He was fine with getting down. Just not marrying her. Go figure. Amidst the laborious groans and the anxious pacing of Norland, the second Rosawith II quietly delivered a healthy, legitimate boy. We now have Rosawith III and Norland III. Fabulous. They're both the second, too. It's kind of funny that way. It's kind of funny how that worked out. I'm going to send Rosawith to go help with that. Liege, with an ungodly amount of groaning and screaming, Bennett II had a difficult but successful delivery, giving birth to a healthy, legitimate boy. Good job. You have another boy, which means we need names. So, let's see. I have so many names that I can use because I reuse a lot of the stuff that was in the previous one. Okay, so I'm going to use Samuel. Yeah, let's do Samuel. Oh, that's patron too. Cool. Falcor. Oh, I love that name. Falcor is such a cool name. I really think that's an awesome name. Falcor. His health is really good. Stats are not necessarily the best everywhere else, but her fortitude is really high. I'm going to go with that. I want you to go with that. And I'm going to send Galatea II to go help with that because she's really, really good. Like, really good. Wait, who is it? Gola. I'll send Nigelman. Nigelmus, sorry. Nigelmus, not Nigelman. We need a count. Okay. Let's find a count in this group. There's one. That's the only one we have as a count because we keep losing our titles. We really do. Zoe, you're going to go help with that. And let's keep moving along. There's goods over there. Why was there goods over there? That was the weirdest thing. I move over here and there's goods over here. I'm like, what's going on? They got sneaky. Nothing's happening over here on this side so far. Oh, we gotta name him. I forgot about that. So, I'm gonna name him Zane. Whoops, wrong way. Wrong spelling. I meant to press a Z and I accidentally pressed an X. My bad. I almost forgot to do that. Liege, after an exchange of vows that nearly set the priest's beard aflame with their sheer awkwardness. Probably talking about the escapade, that they had, Actually, this was not the father of the child she already has, but no. Gunolphus II and Morgana V managed to tie the knot, grinning as though the gods themselves had dared them to enjoy it. I hope they have plenty of babies. Liege, after calmly instructing the panicking nurses and keeping their wits sharper than the midwife's scissors, Gala II Sapwood delivered a robust boy, while Nogarius II beamed with pride and promptly dropped their goblet onto their boots. Not into their boots. That would be an intriguing thing to see. They dropped it into their boots. Morgana, you are very much helping with everybody. What stat is it using? Wit. Okay, so Morgana's got high wit. That makes a lot of sense. All right, so let's see how this went. Conan, stop crying. After a marathon of tall poetry and wilted flowers at the courtship, Conan and Sapwood managed to secure Bina II's hand. See, told you, you're fine, Conan. You don't need to cry. Though Bena II accepted only after sighing loud enough to rattle the stained glass windows. Trust me, you'll be fine. Stop crying. Stop crying, Conan. Stop it. Stop it. It's enough. Stop. In the grand halls of House Feminwood, Guinevere cast a fortunate gaze upon Falcor III amidst awkward small talk and a minor mishap involving spilled mead. Unbelievably, this mirthful blunder led to their engagement, proving Guinevere to be astoundingly lucky indeed. The courtship of House Feminwood took a sharp turn when Galatea II accidentally knocked over a priceless face. Are you kidding? Galatea. Let's send Joseph to go help with that. And how did this one go? A purse dropped and no vows forgotten. Yay! That's a good one. So, Helomius II and Pagasa III sealed their union with Broadwinds and a heavier coin purse. Aw, look at how cute they are. They're adorable. All right. I don't want to do that because I do not have anyone good enough for that right now. If I had anybody better than these guys, because, like, look at that sliver. That is not enough. None of you have it. Okay. Well, I guess that's not happening then. I would, but that would suck. I mean, I just wanted to try and see if I could get anybody possibly better at it. Now he's fine. Now he would be good at it. Look at that. That's why I was waiting. I just wanted to wait. And look at how many. 1, 2, 3. Only 3. Darn. I was hoping there'd be another one over here because that would be hilarious if there was another one over here. But it's okay. So many babies. I'm happy with that. Galatea. I'm gonna send Pagasa for this one. Galatea for that one, and then for this one. I'll figure that one out in a second. Malige, as the halls of the House Sapwood estate echoed with the screams of childbirth, Bena II finally expelled a squalling bundle of joy, a healthy, legitimate son. Good job, Bena. She's just cranking out them babies. Go, girl. Get it, get it, get it. I'm gonna name you Patrick. Because I want to. Because that was a name suggestion. Let's have you help them. You're very good at helping with that. In a union sealed with far too many toes, Conan and Bena II wed beneath banners of House Sapwood. Yay! And jewels. But, aw, I think they're cute. Yeah, I like that. Malige, while traversing House Sapwood trade routes, Petfus III tripped over a wayward chicken and crashed into a merchant's gold chest, causing coins to spill just everywhere, yet by sheer accident ended up collecting far more wealth than the taxman dared dream. Okay. Despite the priest's best efforts and Eustatus III's dazzling but overpriced firework, Falcor III and Guinevere were reluctantly wed, while House Sapwood wept as their gold vanished into the bottomless pockets of House Feminwood's wedding caterers. Cute. He was part of this one, so that's not bad. Not bad at all. So what do we have here? Terlarger. Do we have a female? We don't. No. Darn it. Do we have any girls that might be coming of age soon? Yes. Lulacia. I don't know if it's going to happen before this goes away, though. Anyways, let's see. Do we have a squire who would be perfect? I mean, yes. Conan would be perfect, so let's have Merlin and Conan both go and do that. As I did say I would go do every challenge. Let's see. Who for this? Nigelmus, I'm going to have you go. It is a female, so. I want to see, because let's see. Who's the one that I said was going to lose Asia? So I'm going to see if I can get her up to age, so I will not go for the full year probably, because I want to see if I can get her married to Terlarger before that disappears. Nope. I tried. I didn't have any females. I had no one to marry him off to. Dang it. I tried. I really, really tried. Melige, after a night of frantic nurse whispering and soothsayer mumbling, Morgana the Fifth calmly birthed a sturdy girl, barely raising their voice. Gunolphus the Second fainted twice, and awoke just in time to beam at the swaddled bundle. Yay! We now have a Morgana the Seventh. Or sixth, my bad. Math. After an impressively noisy ordeal involving enough screaming to wake the dead, Golda the Second Sapwood brought forth a robust, legitimate girl, leaving Nugarius the Second limp with pride and exhaustion. Alright, so another female. I don't know if I actually use Persephone in this one, so I'm going to use Persephone. How did that go? Melige, while Emlys the Third fired bolt after bolt with the enthusiasm of a child chasing geese. Okay, Geoffrey the Third managed to reload the crossbow exactly once, prompting a servant from House Alistair to yawn so loudly that even the squirrels seemed embarrassed. Don't embarrass the squirrels. They don't like it. Have you help with that, because you're very good at that. Melige, as the shrieks of Galatea, the third echoed through the house Sapwood estate. A robust, legitimate girl arrived, while nurses endured a barrage of insults about their cold hands and incompetent towels. Meanwhile, Henlot preened nearby as the self-proclaimed proud parent. We now have another Galatea. See, Galatea the Fourth. So we have Galatea the Fourth and Morgana the Sixth. Nice. Okay, so now we have a hunt with Krina. I'm going to send Esmond because I can. Actually, I haven't sent you out to do those in a while. Let's do that. Oh no, Conquest. From Terlarger? Seriously? Against House Eisenwood? Are we sure we want to try that? Interesting. Liege, as the halls of the house Sapwood estate echoed with the screams of childbirth, Rosawis II finally expelled a squalling bundle of joy. Healthy, legitimate son. Okay, now we get a new name. Let's do... Let's do Wilhelm. Whoops, too many M's. Finger got stuck. Ghana. Rosawis. Okay, so if we do this... Who would we use? Is the question. We don't really have anyone over here except for Maviva. With the title, that is. Genathus the Third. Oh, I don't like his stats. His stats are really bad. I'm not going with him. Just not. Okay, so how did this go? As Nagelmus the Second bid adieu to Clovis the Second and began their journey home from the visit at the House Winchester Estate, they pleasantly surprised everyone with their unwavering commitment to peace. Okay, good job. I could do this. If I do it, I would probably have to go with like Galatea or Petvus, because I'm not going to go with him because he needs to have a kid first. So, dang it. I don't really like doing the conquest. I just really don't. Because, like, what you get out of the conquest is... it doesn't say. What do you get out of it again? I don't remember. It's not always worth your interest to do this, though. Sure, I'll try it. It's not really my favorite thing to do. Let's send you... I kind of want to send most of the men. Because, one, it's just easier. Because then when you have babies, you get to use the women's stats. So, we'll try that. Oh no, Estrine died. And her husband, Geoffrey, died too. Or Gretnus. So we have Estrine and Gretnus. He never had a kid named after him. So I'm going to send Nagelmus to help with that. And how did this hunt go? The remarkable flair, Krina II, speared the beast just as Edmund distracted it by tossing their own cloak into the mud, saving a trembling horseman from being gored. From certain goring. It would be pretty gory indeed. No, I'm just being a pain in the butt. I'm going to send you just to see if that does anything. So, Brisserix. Is she married? No. Is she 43? Yes. I'm going to send you just to see if that does anything. I don't know. Alright, we have plenty of what's happening over here. So, child. As the halls of the house Sapwood estate echoed with the screams of childbirth, Morgana the Fifth heroically brought forth a healthy, legitimate baby girl. Another girl. Nice. Look at those health and fortitude. I'm so happy with that. Because I really like the health and fortitude. I do like that they give you this now. You can actually click on that and, like, if you don't know what to call someone, like if you don't have any names, you can just click that and it'll give you randomly generated stuff. Victoria. I don't think I had a Victoria this run. As the shrieks of Gola, the second echoed through the house Sapwood estate, a robust, legitimate girl arrived, while nurses endured a barrage of insults about their cold hands and incompetent towels. Incompetent towels, not flowels. What's a flowl? A towel flower. Honestly, that's possible. I mean, people make, animals, animal towel shapes, so that's possible. All right, let's go with, I don't know. I don't think I've done Quinn yet. Not this round, I don't think so. All right, we have another thing that's happening right here. 4 hooves, 3 herbs, and a horseshoe. So she got lucky. So she did pretty good, though. I mean, he's not old enough to help with this, so. All right, let's move on. All right, 1 more year, guys, and then I'm going to have to end it and stop. How did the conquest go? Want to see how the conquest went. After a well-timed jab about Merlin's weepy poetry mid-joust, John Nathus II unseated our emotionally unstable baron, snatching the title in a pouch of House Sapwood coin bet so confidently by the entourage, even the King's smoke was hard to miss. See, this is why I don't do this. He had high stuff, and it still didn't work out. It's not always the best. After Merlin was unseated and landed headfirst in a trough, Trinago II rushed over, hauling the poor knight out by the ankles and offering a muddy handkerchief. No bribes, no theatrics, just honest help at this ridiculous tourney. I'm sorry, Merlin. As Lulacia the Sixth graced the feast at House Germisep's estate with their presence, their cautious demeanor, and impeccable manners impressed the notoriously picky Krina. Okay, cool. Good to know. Somebody's building a castle. Are you freaking kidding me? At least one good thing out of that's happened. You're too old to have any more kids, so it doesn't matter that much. Oh, and Esmond died. Oh, I'm sorry. Do we have... Okay, Esmond, you're going to go to your grandfather's funeral. I would have done your father. Could have done your father. I'm going to have Pegasa just help. Let's see. What do we got? And this was good. Actually, Rosewis has been helping so much with the birthing of the babies, and she's been having babies of her own. So it's really helping quite a bit. Okay, so we have Conlium the Second. Interesting. He's kind of cute. Health and fortitude are so good. Oof. He'd be good for a lot of girls. Dang. No one down here yet? Okay, so the ones that I have down here... Yeah, okay, so we have Lisa, Scarlet... Estrine, and Lulacia. Lulacia is the oldest, so Yeah, let's go Lulacia. Okay, I'm gonna have your father go with you on that one, and... Alright, guys, so we are going to leave it there. So we did get bigger. We also got a little bit smaller because we lost 1 line, which has now turned into House Lunawood. Interesting name. So we do still have House Salister and House Winchester still on the screen, but the more it gets smushed, the more we're gonna lose them, which sucks because then we're all just kind of going off of our own house spread off. So it's like inbreeding, but that's what royalty was a lot of back in the day, too. It was a lot of inbreeding, you know? Maybe that's why they died off so easily. Too much inbreeding. It's a joke. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you guys like my content, please give it a thumbs up. It really does help out. And if you guys are enjoying my content, please feel free to subscribe. We are at 112, I believe, right now. So I am floored with how many subscribers I'm getting so far. You guys are so amazing. You guys comment so much, and I really appreciate you guys' comments. I do read every single comment. I may not respond back right away, but I will respond back at some point, or at least give it a like, because you guys make this so much fun, and I enjoy talking with you guys. Thank you so much. And if you guys feel free, you want to join my Discord, please feel free. The link should be down in the description. Not much is happening on there, but you do get alerts when I have a new video. And if I have any ideas, I can post them on there too. But guys, thank you so much for joining me on this adventure. I hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. And thank you guys so much for joining me. And you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day wherever you are. See you next time. Bye.